Feels kind of surreal to be back here again. I'm gonna walk down here and use the restroom real quick. Eat my sandwich I got from the store. Probably gonna eat half of it tonight and half of it tomorrow for lunch, I think. They're making breakfast in the morning for us, so that'd be good. But tomorrow I'm planning on doing 20 miles or so to the first town, Lake Marina, and that's when I will get supper tomorrow night there and just kind of camp out there in town. They have a little campsite set up for hikers, and the next morning get up and have breakfast there and then hoof it to the next town, another 20 miles, Mount Laguna, and that's nice little mountain town up there. I was at last year. I got a restaurant and little tiny cabins up there and all that. That'll be kind of cool. But yeah, day one is a success. Everything worked out pretty much as planned. Left my camper in Phoenix to get a wrap done to it, and got an Uber to the airport. Flew from Phoenix to San Diego. Got an Uber from San Diego airport to the transit center. That's where I got picked up by the shuttle bus. Brought me here, brought all of us here. So day one success. I'll have more info here for you a little bit later on. All right, here's the PCT southern terminus right there. It's got my pictures taken. There's a border wall. It is huge, just 30 foot tall. I think somebody said the concrete in it was 12 foot deep. Feels kind of surreal to be back here again. So the town of Campo is down over here, and where we camped at last night was right there in that open field, kind of this little horse arena over there. But yeah, this is the first mile. I'll try to do updates, throughout the day as I have something exciting to talk about or something on my mind or whatever. So you gotta stay tuned.
Doing like
Yo. Hey, good morning. It's about 6:06 right now, Wednesday morning, 23rd of April, 2025. And yesterday was my first day on the trail on the PCT. It went pretty good. I did 20 miles into Lake Marina last night. It's a established campground, as you can tell, with trailers and campers and tents, stuff like that around here. Just 20 miles in. That's the first real stop on the PCT. There's a malt shop in town. It's got hamburgers, food, breakfast, malts, shakes, drinks, whatever you want pretty much. So I was able to go there, get there last night we left at 8:30 from the starting line and our trailhead, and a bunch of us took off, and we had a few breaks along the way and everything, but we all made it roughly around 5:30. So I think first day not too bad. I had muscle spasms later in the day. I was climbing a big hill coming up. The last 5 miles was brutal. It was in the exposed sun on the side of the hillside, and it was all uphill. It was a pretty steep climb out of that canyon, so that was not so great. But then it kind of leveled out. Then it kind of went downhill into Lake Marina, so it was fine. I knew it was coming up. I did it last year, but it was still hard to do, especially being a year older now. I'm 55 now. But so right now, we pulled into camp last night and we got food first, and we came into camp, and there's a guy named Sherpa. He's got a car, he's car camping, and he does a lot of hiking, and he let me and two of my other friends stay in his campsite last night in our tents, free of charge. So that worked out really good. Otherwise, it would cost us $7 each, to camp here. So that was nice of him to let us stay there. It was real quiet. Well, mostly quiet. We're kind of in town here, so there were a little bit of barking dogs going on. Some dude had music playing at 2 a.m. Kind of across the way over there. So I put my headphones on and I've got an app called White Noise, and you can choose between different, like rain on tin or box fan noise, and it really does help drown out any exterior noise that you don't want to hear. So that was needed, because I needed to get some sleep last night. I didn't sleep great. I slept okay. I probably got 4 hours solid last night, and it's gonna have to be enough because I've got another 20-mile day today into Mount Laguna, in which I hope to get a room tonight and do laundry, shower, stuff like that, eat good, whatnot. There's a restaurant or two in town, so should be good. Let me show you a picture of this campsite we got last night. So this is my tent right here. Renee's tent's over there, and another guy over there is his tent. Good morning. And this is our trail angel here, Sherpa. That's his car. How you doing? Good. And so yeah, it's just about left daybreak here. A little bit foggy out, not too bad. What's the temperature right now, you think?
I would say it's about 54.
54? Yeah.
Around 50.
Not too bad. 54 is not bad. Anyway, guys, have a good day. First water crossing. Let's see what kind of skills you got there. Don't get your feet wet.
Do this successfully, okay?
One at a time, please.
Okay. Voila.
There you go.
Wow. Now I'm scared.
Oh my gosh, now the pressure's on.
Now the pressure is super on.
Watch your footing. Tell us what just happened right there. Tell us what just happened.
I got a visit by a little baby rattlesnake who's now hiding in the corner, which is better than biting me.
Out there. I'm getting ready to scoot it out of there. He's all wound up. I'm gonna scoot him. I'm gonna put him out there somewhere. Now, the little ones, even they're smaller, I have always been told that they are the most dangerous because they haven't learned how to.
Can't control their venom.
Yes, they put out too much venom, and it's not a good thing for you.
Oh my God, I've never seen a rattlesnake before.
Let's see. I'm just gonna scoot him out that way somewhere. Let me get my other hiking pole too. You should probably scoot this a little bit further over. Come on, buddy. Let's go. You can be here. That was definitely a little rattler. See his rattles?
Wow.
Can you zoom in on his rattles there?
Mhm.
Got a big old head on him. Ma'am? The little rattle thing right here.
Thank you.
I'm gonna move him in the woods.
If he's alive, please leave below.
Oh,
Because I don't want you getting paperwork if you get bit. He'll move.
okay. That's what I didn't. She almost got bit right here, sitting right here with that at the face of the tree.
He is probably.
I haven't seen him climb lately.
Got a big old head on him. The little rattles.
I've never seen a rattlesnake before. That's crazy. That's a tiny rattle.
Yeah.
He's only a year old.
He's a year?
Yeah.
They don't grow very quickly.
Is it one rattle per year? Or
One
what's
rattle per year.
Yeah,
One rattle per molt, one molt per year.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's pretty.
He is pretty. He's looking at you. All right, that's it.
Crazy.
I'm gonna go get some
That was your
water.
first rattle there, right?
Our first rattle.
Oh yeah, you did good.
I'm gonna go.
There's Renee.
Yeah, I'm videotaping her. All right, it's almost 8 o'clock. I am walking down through Mount Laguna right now. I got .2 to the little tavern I'm staying at tonight. I got to be there just in a few minutes before they close up. I got a room booked, a little 1-bedroom. I just need a little time off my feet. Got a little chafing going on. Did 20 something miles, a little over 20, I think 21 or 22, I don't know, something like that, from Lake Morena into Mount Laguna. I really didn't know I was gonna make this trip. I booked the ticket. I booked the room earlier today, back when I was at camp at Lake Morena, and halfway through the day I was like, oh, I don't know about this. I just was not feeling it, but I kind of got a little second wind a little bit afterwards. So I'm trucking on. I'll be there in about just 2 or 3 minutes. I'll be at the place here, but I wanted to check in real quick with you, and I'll have more of an update tomorrow for you. Y'all have a good night. Good morning. It's about 8 o'clock, I think. I'm not sure what day this is. This is Thursday, I believe. I rolled into Mount Laguna last night about right at 8 o'clock, when the guy told me was the latest I could arrive and get a late check-in. Man, I tell you what, I was stressing that, trying to get here in time. I had already paid for the room and everything, and I had some massive chafing going on in my hindquarters, and that was not great. I had it all day long yesterday. Body Glide really didn't help at all. But so I dealt with that all day long, and as the day went on, it kind of got a little bit worse and worse. So I was pretty adamant about getting to town yesterday. The trail was kind of rocky. In some areas, it was a lot of it uphill because we're up on a mountain town area, Mount Laguna. So that was in itself a little challenging, but it's a beautiful area. A few miles outside of town, when you start coming in, the forest starts turning into tall pine trees, which was always really kind of cool. So got here 8 o'clock on the dot. He was nice enough to let me go ahead and get a few things from the store. I got a pizza, I got a Jimmy Dean sausage, which I'm eating right now, right there, Coca-Cola, thing of milk, and a jar of Vaseline. So I hobbled over here to the cabin last night. The only 2 things on my mind: I wanted to eat that food real quick, and I wanted to get a shower and go right to bed. There was nothing on my body that wasn't sore yesterday. It was just, I was hurting pretty bad. So went on to bed, slept great. First good night I've slept on trail, and well, since I've been on trail, really. It's tough getting acclimated the first week or so with trail life in terms of sleeping. All my other hiker friends, they say the same thing. But so I was pretty adamant last night about possibly doing my first zero here at Mount Laguna, just to rest up everything. But given the fact that there's some weather coming in a couple days, and I've got 2 days to get to Julian, I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish up all my chores here that I can do, go eat breakfast in town at about 10 when checkout is, and then get back on trail and put out 17 miles a day, 17 miles tomorrow, and then I'll be in Julian. So, and I'll beat the weather. So I think that's probably going to be the plan. But what I've been doing here, chore-wise, is laundry, and this is what it looks like. So he just gives you a bucket, and you fill it full of hot water. It gives you detergent. It really works out pretty good because I just have just my shorts. I didn't even wash my shirt. I just washed my shorts and my socks and my gaiters. And I just washed those really good, and they're drying right now in the on the chair here, right in front of the heater. So that's gonna be good. So that should be drying another hour or two before I get out of here. So that would be good to have all that dried up and everything. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. There's no reason to stay in town. I feel as I'm kind of walking around the room, I feel more and more limber. My aches and pains are kind of going away. So yeah, that's gonna be good. Anyway, y'all guys have a good day, and I'll see you soon. All right, good morning. It's 12:30 on Thursday, 24th of April. Left town about an hour ago or so. Today should be a pretty, I don't want to say easy day, but a cruisy day. It's, I've got about 30, well, in town to Julian, about 36 miles or so. And I'm going in there tomorrow night to get a room. Julian's a town not to miss on the trail. It's got a lot of good restaurants, a lot of good lodging. My problem is though that it's on the weekend, so I paid a few more dollars than usual because it's on the weekend, but it is what it is. So I'm going in to Julian tomorrow night to get a good night's sleep. Tonight I'll be on the trail. I'm not sure how far I'm going today. So we got water in from Mount Laguna. We got water 6 miles, and then we have potentially another 14-mile water carry to the next water source. So I've got to decide if I want to carry the water, carry a bunch of water from the first water source up here and dry camp somewhere in between, and then fill up tomorrow morning at that water source in 14 miles, or just push on and camp maybe right there at the water source tonight. It'll be late because I think total mileage was going to be around 20 miles to that second water source. And I started so late today, that's going to be a little tough to do. However, according to the elevation profile, it's, I don't say mostly downhill, but it's got a fair amount of downhill descent going into the town of Julian. So maybe I can make better time today than yesterday. Yesterday I was dragging my ass, the second half especially. But it was a good day yesterday. I pushed myself quite a bit to get into town. Today it's going to be just kind of whatever. I've got enough food to get me into town, no problem. Just got to figure out these water sources and everything. So yeah, but I'll update y'all some more later on, okay? And a bunch of other hikers way over there coming off the mountain there. But check out that view. My first real long distance view. Oh, can't wait to get this section going. I remember all these really big views last year, and it was really tremendous. I got perfect weather, blue skies. Gonna be in the 60s most of the next few days or so. Should be good. Hey guys, I have got a meal going on here that I've never had before. It's mashed potatoes and bacon bits. It's not bad. I'm trying to get in the mode of more cold soaking and not having to cook. We'll see how this goes and how long I can stand it. But this really tastes pretty good. There's a lot of food in there. It's literally just a packet of mashed potatoes, instant mashed potatoes, and I bought some bacon bits to put in there. Probably will use bacon bits also in my ramen tomorrow for lunch, I would say. That's not bad at all. So, we all left today, Laguna, about 11:15 or so. And we all kind of left at different times. But I stopped a couple times for water breaks. But I did 15.2. I was trying to do a little bit more. I was trying to do like at least 17 today just to make it an even split. 17 today, 17 tomorrow into Julian. But tomorrow's going to be a 20-mile day. Be no problem at all. I've already got a room booked tomorrow night. I will get up probably pretty early in the morning and start hiking at least by 6, maybe 6:30 in the morning. So I should be in Julian easily early afternoon, which that way I can, get checked in and relax and eat some good food and do laundry. I haven't done laundry yet at all, really. But anyway, I've got this little campsite. It's unmarked on the Far Out app. It's just literally the trail's right there, and I'll put a picture in here later. But it's just it's on the side of a hillside, but somebody got creative and kind of wallered out a little space, and I looked at it for about a minute. I thought I could probably make that work because I've got a one-person tent. So I positioned my tent to where my body would basically fit in that little concave area, so I wouldn't slide downhill all that long. So I think this is gonna work out great. By myself, the sun's going down. It's gonna get a little cool tonight, but I don't think it'd be any problem at all. Anyway, y'all guys have a good night. Good morning. It's Friday, 6:05. Got out of camp right on time. Check out this sunrise right here. Got just a smidget over 20 miles to do today. I am hoping to get to at 12 o'clock, have the majority of those done. That'd put me in town roughly very early afternoon. Check out this fog, or this clouds coming over. Anyway, should be a good day. Last night was kind of rough. Stealth camped by myself on the side of the mountain. And I pitched my tent. I thought the wind would die down a little bit overnight, but it did not. It still was about 20 miles per hour. The tent was kind of flapping around a lot, so I had to use my earbuds to kind of help drown out the noise. That helped a lot. But anyways, I got some more news for y'all after a while, but y'all take care.